YouTube. Guys, it's got really warm out here today, but now it's 74, but it was in the 80s earlier. And we should see Chuck on the next clip. As you're watching this, the Cubs beat the Cardinals tonight. So, go Cubs go, and let's put out the W flag. We'll see you in the next clip.
Oh.
Guys, I told you on the next clip that he'd be here.
Yeah, so Angie wants to talk about weather. Well, what about to talk about? It rains, it's sun, it winds, it clouds, it
I told them what the temperature was today, okay?
And it's still kind of
humid out.
It's still humid out, so. So would it affect? So how would it affect the vacations? Well, we'll have to find out when it happens.
It was 28 degrees this morning in Flagstaff.
They're in the upper elevations. They're like 7,000 feet above sea level. And the Grand Canyon's not that far away.
You have to get tickets yet.
No, we're not getting tickets for the Grand Canyon. Because we're going to the, I decided officially, and already heard about it on the live show already, is we're going to the South Rim.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay nothing to get there.
Oh.
Just pay to get into the park itself. It's only like $35 a car.
That's not bad.
And it's better than, and when you want to walk around that ledge that has that glass below you, you can see all the way down to the bottom of the canyon. You got to travel almost 300 miles out of the way to get to it.
We're not doing that one.
And the South Ridge is only 81 miles away from Flagstaff, so that's a lot closer.
Nice.
And it has a nice hiking trail along the side,
yep,
too. So I thought that'd be a better option. If it does rain, well, we can hold it off till the next day, but then we'll have to drive from there all the way down to Phoenix then.
Which is not that far away.
Yeah. Because we can be down there that afternoon too. So, so that'll be the plans on that one. So
we have to get me new shoes before the
That's
trip.
right. We'll do that. Actually, we'll do that in a couple weeks. We'll do that a couple weeks before the trip, so we have a chance to break in there.
Mm-hmm.
Get a chance to break them in.
And other new shoes.
And that. So, yep. Yeah, whenever we take these trips, ever since we started these trips with you guys. Boy, someone's racing up here. Wow.
You guys, and I learned another restaurant in town is only closed for indoor dining.
What's that?
Applebee's.
That's the only restaurant still closed for indoor dining?
Mm-hmm.
Is McDonald's finally opening up?
I don't know.
Because last time we went to McDonald's, they were still closed.
I talked to a former employee that used to work at Applebee's.
Well, we haven't gone to Applebee's since we took Rudy there and he got sick.
But the only dining there is for carryout.
Well, it's their business prerogative, not ours. But everybody else is opening up pretty good and showing how busy they are too.
Yep.
And that, so if they want to lose that percentage of indoor dining, it's up to them. I see Arby's is back closed in their dining room for some reason.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I saw that recently. And that, so we'll have to find out what's. Of course, when we have a car rental, we'll probably be more like eating on the run. So there'll probably be very little to no indoor dining. We can always take it down to a local park and that. That's another plan too. We're planning to eat out.
You guys, and when we go to Nevada, we do not have to wear masks.
Well, we'll
still bring them with.
We'll still bring them
on
with.
The train.
We'll still bring them with. Just see what the regulations are when we do get there. They could change. Time we get there. I guess that car must be in a hurry someplace. He just revved up his engine and going. It's way down there now. Time you watch this video, it'll probably speed past your place. Yeah, so. All right, like I said, weather-wise, it's always a gamble because all our events are all outdoors, except for the Cubs game. You wonder why?
They have a roof.
Yeah, they can.
And are we bringing the flag? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Angie wants to bring the W flag with us for that Phoenix portion of the Cubs game. So yeah, we'll bring that along too. So, yeah, weather's always be a factor on any trip because if you find out from 2016 when we arrived at Cedar Point, there was that thunderstorm.
Oh, yeah.
that had that up, that knocked out power, knocked down trees, almost similar to what we had here.
Yep.
Actually, theirs wasn't severe as much as what we had up here. Up here, we lost power for a day and a half. Up here,
Yes.
yeah, we lost power about a day and a half. Almost 2 days of no power, and that. So that was not
Because
good.
flooding is another part of weather too.
Yeah, and there's been lack of it this year too. And that.
Tornadoes and all that.
Yep. And remember last year we went up on that trip. Went up a gorgeous day, going up on the twilight. Coming home was crappy, wet,
Rain.
and cold, and that. Then when we got to Adventureland and on the park, hot, humid, muggy. Then I think on the last day of the trip was probably comfortable temperatures, but then it ended up raining along the way anyway, so I think it was. So, yeah, when we go on these trips, anytime we go on these trips, doesn't matter if it's a short trip up to Sebula or a short trip, anything that's going to be outdoors, it's still going to be a subject to weather. Especially, that's when we started thinking about it. What will be our backup plan when it comes to if we can't do some of these outdoor events? Well, we'll just change them indoors, and we'll do what the best we can for you guys for the videos when it comes on this vacation. Because most of our stuff are going to be outdoors, and that, and we have to take a huge gamble on some of this stuff already. So there's a possibility that we can go in on a day, it can rain half a day, then the rest of the day it'd be good, or we'll go in for the most of the afternoon, but then they close early due to severe weather later that afternoon. So that still could be a possibility that could happen too. So it's a total crapshoot, but
It's hit or miss.
It's a hit or miss crapshoot, and we're going to take advantage of it. Yeah, weather is always a concern when we go on these trips, as always. Yeah, now with the summer, we got the heat, humidity, potential thunderstorms, and who knows.
Tornadoes.
Yep, tornadoes and all that stuff. Yeah, even when I go for my walks, I just gotta watch for the weather conditions, basically.
And here's a hint: if it's ever hot and humid, I won't be going to the ball games. I'll be staying home in there.
Yeah, it's because we'll have our air conditioning on going on a few times and that. So just
in the 80s tomorrow and hot and humid again.
Yep. Well, it's a good way when it's hot and humid. At least a good one good thing. At least you can sweat a few pounds off. Be like a sauna almost.
I did.
Yeah. Okay, like I said, Angie's really counting down the weeks. Won't be long, she'll be counting down the days. And won't be long, we'll be counting down the hours, then minutes, then seconds.
Yep.
And that. Then when all the trip is all over, when we get home, then she'll go back down, counting down the days for the 2022 vacation plans. Which is going to be very simple. Which I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details, because all you have to do is just go back and check our 2020 plans before the pandemic. And that's what we're going to plan to do, okay? We're going to go back to our 2020 plans that we had to cancel. And we're going to go back to those next year. But this year, it's booked, as you heard in that live show this past week. Everything's all booked, solid, done. Yeah, it's done. It's all booked, and that. So, right now, like I said, it's a nice night out, but I gotta do some things before I go to bed. But I think one thing what Angie really wants to do, she wants to say this.
Please, like, share, subscribe. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button notification bell. Yes, and we'll see you tomorrow.